In this video, we delve into the fascinating realm of the Hermetic principles as outlined in the Kaliyan, a text that holds profound significance in our quest to understand the universe and our place within it. The Kaliyan serves as a guiding light, illuminating the intricate connections between the microcosm and the macrocosm, revealing how the laws that govern the universe also govern our individual lives. By exploring these principles, we embark on a journey that not only enhances our comprehension of the world around us, but also empowers us to harness these universal truths for personal transformation. The teachings found within the Kaliyan are not merely theoretical. They offer practical insights that can lead to profound changes in our lives. As we navigate through the principles, we will uncover the ways in which they can be applied to foster growth, understanding, and enlightenment. This exploration is not just an academic exercise. It is an invitation to engage with the very fabric of reality and to recognize the potential for transformation that lies within each of us. By embracing these teachings, we can unlock new perspectives, cultivate a deeper awareness, and ultimately reshape our experiences in meaningful ways. So, join us as we embark on this enlightening journey through the Hermetic principles of the Kaliyan and discover how these ancient teachings can illuminate our path toward a more profound understanding of ourselves and the universe we inhabit. The Kaliyan, published in 1908, emerges from a rich historical context that intertwines the revival of interest in esoteric knowledge with the burgeoning spiritual movements of the early 20th century. This period was marked by a growing fascination with ancient wisdom, mysticism, and the exploration of the metaphysical aspects of existence. The Kaliyan, often regarded as a pivotal text in the study of Hermetic philosophy, encapsulates the essence of these ancient teachings and presents them in a manner that resonates with contemporary seekers of truth. The authorship of the Kaliyan is attributed to a group known as the Three Initiates, whose identities remain shrouded in mystery. This enigmatic trio sought to distill the profound wisdom of the ages into a format that would be accessible to the modern reader. Their connection to ancient wisdom is significant, as they drew upon the teachings of Hermes Trismegistus, a legendary figure often regarded as the father of Hermeticism. Hermes Trismegistus is believed to be a synthesis of the Greek god Hermes and the Egyptian god Thoth, embodying the principles of wisdom, writing, and magic. The teachings attributed to him encompass a wide range of topics, including alchemy, astrology, and theurgy, all of which aim to bridge the gap between the divine and the material world. The Kaliyan serves as a modern vessel for these timeless teachings, presenting them in a way that emphasizes their relevance to contemporary life. The principles outlined in the text encourage readers to explore the nature of reality, the interconnectedness of all things, and the potential for personal transformation through understanding and application of these universal laws. In a world that often feels chaotic and disconnected, the teachings of Hermes Trismegistus offer a pathway to greater clarity and purpose. They remind us that we are not merely passive observers of our lives, but active participants in the unfolding of our destinies. By engaging with the Kaliyan and its Hermetic principles, individuals can tap into a deeper understanding of themselves and their relationship to the universe. The publication of the Kaliyan in 1908 thus represents not just a moment in time, but a significant milestone in the ongoing journey of humanity toward enlightenment and self-discovery. The Three Initiates, through their work, invite us to explore the depths of our consciousness and to recognize the profound wisdom that has been passed down through the ages. Their teachings encourage us to question, to seek, and to ultimately embrace the transformative potential that lies within each of us. As we reflect on the historical context of the Kaliyan's publication, we can appreciate the enduring legacy of Hermes Trismegistus and the timeless nature of the wisdom he represents. The Kaliyan stands as a testament to the power of ancient knowledge to inspire and guide us in our modern lives, reminding us that the quest for understanding is a journey that transcends time and space. In this light, the Kalian is not merely a book. It is a key to unlocking the mysteries of existence and a guide for those who seek to navigate the complexities of life with greater awareness and intention. As we engage with the teachings of the Kalian, we are invited to embark on our own journey of discovery, to delve into the depths of our being, and to uncover the truths that resonate with our own experiences. The relevance of these teachings today cannot be overstated, as they provide a framework for understanding the challenges we face in a rapidly changing world. By embracing the principles of Hermeticism, we can cultivate a sense of empowerment and agency in our lives, recognizing that we have the ability to shape our realities through our thoughts, beliefs, and actions. The Kalian serves as a reminder that we are all interconnected, part of a greater whole, and that our individual journeys contribute to the collective evolution of consciousness. In conclusion, the publication of the Kalian in 1908 marks a significant moment in the revival of ancient wisdom, offering insights that remain relevant and transformative today. The three initiates, through their connection to the teachings of Hermes Trismegistus, provide us with a roadmap for understanding the universe and our place within it. As we explore the principles outlined in the Kalian, we are encouraged to embrace our own potential for growth and transformation, recognizing that the wisdom of the ages is not just a relic of the past, but a living, breathing guide for our present and future. The 7 interconnected Hermetic principles form the foundation of Hermetic philosophy, offering profound insights into the nature of existence and the universe. Each principle serves as a lens through which we can better understand ourselves and the world around us. Let's explore these principles, highlighting their significance and the ways in which they interconnect, ultimately encouraging you to reflect on how they apply to your own life. The first principle is the principle of mentalism, which posits that the all is mind. This principle suggests that everything in the universe originates from a universal consciousness or mind. It emphasizes the power of thought and the idea that our mental state shapes our reality. Understanding this principle encourages us to recognize the importance of our thoughts and beliefs, as they can manifest into our experiences. By cultivating a positive mindset, we can influence our lives in meaningful ways. Next is the principle of correspondence, encapsulated in the phrase, as above, so below, as below, so above. This principle highlights the interconnectedness of all things, suggesting that patterns and laws observed in one realm of existence are reflected in others. It invites us to explore the relationships between the microcosm, the individual, and the macrocosm, the universe. By recognizing these correspondences, we can gain deeper insights into our own lives and the greater universe, fostering a sense of unity and understanding. The third principle is the principle of vibration, which asserts that everything in the universe is in constant motion and vibrates at its own frequency. This principle teaches us that nothing is truly at rest. Even solid objects are composed of vibrating particles. Understanding vibration allows us to appreciate the energy that permeates all aspects of life. It encourages us to elevate our own vibrational frequency through positive thoughts, emotions, and actions, ultimately attracting similar energies into our lives. Following this is the principle of polarity, which states that everything has its pair of opposites, and these opposites are actually the same thing, differing only in degree. For example, hot and cold are two extremes of temperature, yet they are part of the same continuum. This principle helps us understand that opposites are interconnected and that we can find balance by recognizing the duality in our experiences. By embracing both sides of a situation, we can cultivate a more holistic perspective and navigate challenges with greater ease. The fifth principle is the principle of rhythm, which suggests that everything flows in and out, rises and falls, and has its own cycles. This principle emphasizes the natural rhythms of life, from the changing seasons to the cycles of our emotions. Recognizing these rhythms can help us align ourselves with the natural flow of life, allowing us to ride the waves of change rather than resist them. By understanding the cyclical nature of existence, we can cultivate patience and resilience during difficult times. Next, we have the principle of cause and effect, which states that nothing happens by chance and that every cause has its corresponding effect. This principle encourages us to take responsibility for our actions and decisions as they shape our experiences. By understanding the law of cause and effect, we can become more intentional in our choices, recognizing that our actions have consequences that ripple through our lives and the lives of others. This awareness empowers us to create positive outcomes and learn from our experiences. Finally, the seventh principle is the principle of gender, which asserts that gender exists in everything and manifests as masculine and feminine energies. This principle goes beyond biological sex, encompassing the dual aspects of creation and expression. It teaches us that both energies are necessary for balance and harmony in the universe. By embracing both our masculine and feminine qualities, we can cultivate a more integrated self and foster healthier relationships with others. As we explore these 7 Hermetic principles, it becomes clear that they are deeply interconnected. Each principle informs and enhances our understanding of the others, creating a holistic framework for interpreting existence. Together, they provide a comprehensive guide for navigating the complexities of life, encouraging us to reflect on our thoughts, actions, and the energies we embody. I invite you to take a moment to consider how these principles apply to your own life. How do your thoughts shape your reality? In what ways can you recognize the correspondences between your experiences and the larger universe? Are you aware of the vibrations you emit and how they attract similar energies? Reflecting on these questions can lead to greater self-awareness and personal growth. By embracing the interconnectedness of the Hermetic principles, we can cultivate a deeper understanding of ourselves and our place in the universe. These teachings remind us that we are not isolated beings, but part of a vast, interconnected web of existence. As we apply these principles in our daily lives, we can foster a sense of empowerment, purpose, and harmony, ultimately transforming our experiences and contributing to the collective evolution of consciousness. The journey of understanding the Hermetic principles is not just an intellectual exercise. It is an invitation to engage with the very essence of life itself. The first principle of Hermetic philosophy, known as the principle of mentalism, posits that the all is mind. This profound assertion suggests that the universe itself is fundamentally a mental creation, originating from a universal consciousness or mind. To grasp the implications of this principle, we must explore the nature of reality, the power of thought, and how our mental states shape our experiences. At its core, the principle of mentalism invites us to consider that everything we perceive in the universe is a manifestation of thought. This idea aligns with various philosophical and spiritual traditions that emphasize the role of consciousness in creating reality. If we accept that the universe is a mental construct, we begin to see our thoughts as powerful tools that can influence the fabric of existence. This perspective encourages us to reflect on the nature of our own minds and the thoughts we cultivate daily. The implications of this principle are profound. If the universe is indeed a mental creation, then our individual consciousness plays a crucial role in shaping our experiences. Our thoughts, beliefs, and emotions are not merely fleeting phenomena, they are the building blocks of our reality. This understanding empowers us to recognize that we are not passive observers of our lives, but active participants in the creation of our experiences. By harnessing the power of our minds, we can influence the outcomes we desire. Consider how thoughts shape reality in practical terms. When we focus on positive thoughts and visualize our goals, we align ourselves with the energies that support those aspirations. For instance, if you envision success in your career, you are more likely to take actions that lead you toward that success. Conversely, negative thoughts can create self-fulfilling prophecies, leading to outcomes that reflect our fears and doubts. This dynamic illustrates the importance of cultivating a positive mindset and being mindful of the thoughts we entertain. Moreover, the principle of mentalism emphasizes the interconnectedness of all minds. Just as our individual thoughts shape our personal realities, they also contribute to the collective consciousness of humanity. This interconnectedness means that our thoughts can influence not only our lives, but also the lives of others. When we engage in positive thinking and uplift those around us, we contribute to a more harmonious collective experience. Conversely, negative thoughts can perpetuate discord and conflict. This understanding encourages us to take responsibility for our mental states and recognize the impact they have on the world. To harness the power of our minds effectively, we must cultivate awareness and intentionality in our thinking. This involves recognizing the patterns of thought that dominate our consciousness and consciously choosing to shift them when necessary. Techniques such as mindfulness, meditation, and visualization can be powerful tools in this process. By practicing mindfulness, we can observe our thoughts without judgment, allowing us to identify negative patterns and replace them with more constructive ones. Meditation can help quiet the mind, creating space for clarity and insight, while visualization allows us to vividly imagine our desired outcomes, reinforcing our belief in their possibility. Additionally, affirmations can serve as a practical method for reshaping our thoughts. By repeating positive statements about ourselves and our goals, we can reprogram our subconscious mind to align with our desires. This practice reinforces the idea that our thoughts are not just passive reflections of reality, but active forces that shape our experiences. As we consistently affirm our intentions, we begin to see changes in our lives that reflect our newfound beliefs. The principle of mentalism also invites us to explore the concept of creativity. If the universe is a mental creation, then we are all creators in our own right. Each thought we entertain is a brushstroke on the canvas of our lives. This perspective encourages us to embrace our creative potential and recognize that we have the ability to shape our realities through our imagination and intention. Whether it's in our careers, relationships, or personal growth, we can approach life as artists, crafting our experiences with purpose and passion. As we reflect on the implications of the principle of mentalism, it becomes clear that our minds hold immense power. By understanding that the universe is a mental creation, we can take charge of our thoughts and consciously direct them toward our desired outcomes. This principle empowers us to recognize that we are not victims of circumstance, but active participants in the unfolding of our lives. In conclusion, the principle of mentalism serves as a foundational concept in Hermetic philosophy, emphasizing the idea that the universe is a mental creation. Our thoughts shape our reality and influence our existence, highlighting the importance of cultivating a positive and intentional mindset. By harnessing the power of our minds, we can transform our experiences and contribute to the collective consciousness in meaningful ways. As you embark on this journey of self-discovery, remember that your thoughts are powerful tools for creation. Embrace the potential within you to shape your reality and live a life that reflects your highest aspirations. The universe is indeed a canvas, and you are the artist, so paint your masterpiece with intention and clarity. The principle of correspondence is one of the foundational concepts in Hermetic philosophy, encapsulated in the famous maxim, "As above, so below. As below, so above." This phrase conveys a profound truth about the interconnectedness of all things, suggesting that the patterns and laws governing one realm of existence are reflected in others. To fully appreciate the significance of this principle, we must explore its meaning, the relationship between different planes of existence, and how we can apply it to find harmony in our lives. At its core, the maxim, "as above, so below," implies that there is a correspondence between the macrocosm, the universe at large, and the microcosm, the individual. This means that the same principles that govern the vast cosmos also govern our personal experiences and inner worlds. For instance, the cycles of nature, the rhythms of the seasons, and the movements of celestial bodies can be seen as reflections of the patterns that exist within us. By understanding this correspondence, we can gain insights into our own lives and the greater universe, fostering a sense of unity and interconnectedness. The significance of this principle lies in its ability to bridge the gap between different planes of existence. In Hermetic thought, these planes can be understood as various levels of reality, including the physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual realms. Each plane operates according to its own laws, yet they are all interconnected. For example, our thoughts and emotions, the mental and emotional planes, influence our physical reality, while our spiritual beliefs can shape our mental and emotional states. By recognizing the relationships between these planes, we can better understand how our experiences are shaped and how we can create positive change in our lives. To illustrate this principle, consider the relationship between the physical and emotional planes. When we experience stress or negative emotions, it can manifest physically in our bodies, leading to tension, illness, or fatigue. Conversely, when we cultivate positive emotions such as joy and gratitude, we often experience improved physical health and vitality. This interplay between the different planes highlights the importance of addressing our emotional well-being to create a harmonious physical existence. By acknowledging the correspondence between our inner emotional states and our outer physical reality, we can take proactive steps to cultivate balance and well-being. Furthermore, the principle of correspondence encourages us to explore the spiritual plane and its influence on our lives. Our beliefs and spiritual practices can profoundly impact our mental and emotional states, shaping how we perceive and interact with the world. For instance, engaging in meditation or mindfulness practices can elevate our consciousness, leading to greater clarity and peace of mind. This, in turn, can influence our relationships and how we navigate challenges in our lives. By recognizing the interconnectedness of these planes, we can cultivate a more holistic approach to our well-being. The principle of correspondence also invites us to reflect on the idea of patterns and cycles in our lives. Just as the universe operates in cycles, such as the changing seasons, lunar phases, and cosmic rhythms, so too do our lives follow patterns. By observing these patterns, we can gain insights into our behaviors, habits, and experiences. For example, if we notice a recurring theme of conflict in our relationships, we can explore the underlying beliefs or emotional patterns that may be contributing to this dynamic. By addressing these root causes, we can break free from negative cycles and create healthier, more harmonious relationships. To find harmony in our lives through the principle of correspondence, we can begin by cultivating awareness of the connections between the different planes of existence. This involves paying attention to our thoughts, emotions, and physical sensations, as well as recognizing how they influence one another. Mindfulness practices can be particularly helpful in this regard, allowing us to observe our experiences without judgment and gain insights into the patterns that shape our lives. Additionally, we can seek to align our thoughts, emotions, and actions with our highest values and intentions. This alignment creates a sense of coherence and harmony, allowing us to navigate life with greater ease and purpose. For instance, if we value compassion and kindness, we can consciously choose to express these qualities in our interactions with others. By doing so, we not only enhance our own well-being, but also contribute to a more harmonious collective experience. Moreover, we can explore the spiritual dimension of our lives by engaging in practices that foster connection and understanding. This may include meditation, prayer, or studying spiritual texts that resonate with us. By deepening our spiritual awareness, we can cultivate a sense of unity with the universe and recognize our place within the greater whole. This perspective can bring a profound sense of peace and purpose, helping us navigate the challenges of life with grace and resilience. In conclusion, the principle of correspondence, encapsulated in the maxim, "as above, so below," invites us to explore the interconnectedness of all things and the relationships between different planes of existence. By recognizing that the patterns governing the universe also govern our personal experiences, we can gain valuable insights into our lives and the world around us. This principle encourages us to cultivate awareness, align our thoughts and actions with our highest values, and explore the spiritual dimensions of our existence. As we embrace the wisdom of this principle, we can find harmony in our lives and contribute to a more unified and compassionate world. Remember, the universe is a reflection of our inner worlds, and by nurturing our thoughts and emotions, we can create a reality that resonates with peace, love, and understanding. The principle of vibration is a fundamental concept in Hermetic philosophy, asserting that everything in the universe is in constant motion and vibrates at its own unique frequency. This principle emphasizes that nothing is truly at rest. Even what appears to be solid and stable is composed of vibrating particles. Understanding the nature of vibration and its role in existence can profoundly impact our lives, as it reveals the interconnectedness of all things and the power of our vibrational states in shaping our experiences. At the heart of the principle of vibration is the idea that everything, whether it be matter, energy, thoughts, or emotions, exists in a state of vibration. This means that every object, person, and thought emits a specific frequency that contributes to the overall vibrational tapestry of the universe. For instance, a rock may seem inert, but on a microscopic level, its atoms are in constant motion, vibrating at a frequency that defines its physical properties. Similarly, our thoughts and emotions also carry vibrational frequencies that influence our experiences and interactions with the world. The importance of vibrational states cannot be overstated. Our emotional and mental states directly affect our vibrational frequency. Positive emotions such as love, joy, and gratitude resonate at higher frequencies, while negative emotions like fear, anger, and sadness vibrate at lower frequencies. This dynamic creates a feedback loop. When we experience positive emotions, we elevate our vibrational frequency, which in turn attracts more positive experiences into our lives. Conversely, when we dwell in negative emotions, we lower our frequency, attracting experiences that reflect that state. This understanding highlights the significance of emotional awareness and the need to cultivate a positive mindset to enhance our overall well-being. The connection between vibration and manifestation is a crucial aspect of the principle of vibration. Our thoughts and emotions act as powerful magnets, attracting experiences that resonate with our vibrational frequency. When we focus on our desires and visualize them with positive emotions, we align ourselves with the frequency of those desires, making it easier for them to manifest in our lives. This is often referred to as the law of attraction, which posits that like attracts like. By elevating our vibrational frequency, we can attract opportunities, relationships, and experiences that align with our highest aspirations. To illustrate this connection, consider the process of manifesting a goal, such as a new job or a fulfilling relationship. When we approach this desire with excitement, confidence, and gratitude, we emit a high vibrational frequency that aligns with the energy of our goal. This positive state not only enhances our motivation and creativity, but also opens us up to opportunities that we may have otherwise overlooked. On the other hand, if we approach our desires with doubt, fear, or negativity, we lower our vibrational frequency, which can create obstacles and hinder our ability to manifest what we truly want. To harness the power of the principle of vibration in our lives, it is essential to actively work on elevating our vibrational frequency. Here are some practical strategies to help you raise your vibration and align with the energy of your desires. 1. Practice gratitude. Cultivating a daily gratitude practice can significantly elevate your vibrational frequency. By focusing on the positive aspects of your life and expressing appreciation for them, you shift your mindset from lack to abundance, attracting more positive experiences. 2. Engage in positive self-talk. Fortsätt. The words we use to speak to ourselves have a profound impact on our vibrational state. Replace negative self-talk with affirmations and positive statements that reinforce your worth and potential. This shift in language can elevate your mood and energy. 3. Surround yourself with positive influences. The people we spend time with can affect our vibrational frequency. Seek out relationships that uplift and inspire you, and distance yourself from those that drain your energy or bring negativity into your life. 4. Connect with nature. Spending time in nature can help raise your vibration. The natural world is filled with high-frequency energy, and immersing yourself in it can help you reconnect with your own vibrational essence. Whether it's a walk in the park or a hike in the mountains, nature has a way of rejuvenating our spirits. 5. Meditation and mindfulness. Practicing meditation and mindfulness can help quiet the mind and elevate your vibrational frequency. These practices allow you to connect with your inner self, fostering a sense of peace and clarity that enhances your overall well-being. 6. Engage in creative activities. Creativity is a powerful way to elevate your vibration. Whether it's painting, writing, dancing, or playing music, engaging in creative expression allows you to tap into higher frequencies and connect with your authentic self. 7. Physical movement. Exercise and movement are excellent ways to raise your vibrational frequency. Physical activity releases endorphins, which boost your mood and energy levels. Find a form of movement that you enjoy, whether it's yoga, dancing, or simply going for a walk. 8. Mindful consumption. Be mindful of what you consume, both physically and mentally. Nourish your body with healthy foods and limit exposure to negative media or toxic environments. Surrounding yourself with positivity can help maintain a higher vibrational state. In conclusion, the principle of vibration teaches us that everything in the universe is in constant motion and that our vibrational states play a crucial role in shaping our experiences. By understanding the connection between vibration and manifestation, we can harness the power of our thoughts and emotions to create the reality we desire. Elevating our vibrational frequency through practices such as gratitude, positive self-talk, and creative expression allows us to align with the energy of our aspirations. As you embark on this journey of self-discovery and growth, remember that you have the power to influence your reality through the vibrations you emit. Embrace the transformative potential of the principle of vibration and watch as your life unfolds in beautiful and unexpected ways. The principle of polarity is a fundamental concept in Hermetic philosophy that asserts everything has its pair of opposites, and these opposites are actually the same thing differing only in degree. This principle teaches us that dualities such as hot and cold, light and dark, and love and hate are not separate entities, but rather two extremes of the same spectrum. Understanding this principle can empower us to transform our mental states and navigate the complexities of life with greater ease and intention. By recognizing that we have the ability to shift our mental states through focus, we can master the art of mental transmutation and create a more fulfilling existence. At its core, the principle of polarity emphasizes that our experiences are shaped by the mental states we occupy. For instance, if we find ourselves feeling overwhelmed by negative emotions such as anger or sadness, we can recognize that these feelings exist on the same spectrum as their positive counterparts, calmness and joy. By understanding this connection, we can consciously choose to shift our focus from the negative to the positive, transforming our mental state in the process. This transformation is not about denying or suppressing negative emotions. Rather, it involves acknowledging them and then intentionally redirecting our focus toward more empowering thoughts and feelings. One practical application of the principle of polarity is the practice of reframing negative thoughts. For example, if you find yourself feeling anxious about an upcoming presentation, you might initially experience thoughts of self-doubt and fear. However, by recognizing that these feelings are simply one end of the emotional spectrum, you can consciously choose to shift your focus. Instead of dwelling on the fear of failure, you can reframe your thoughts to emphasize excitement and opportunity. You might remind yourself of past successes, visualize a positive outcome, or affirm your capabilities. This shift in focus allows you to transform anxiety into confidence, enabling you to approach the situation with a more empowered mindset. Another example of shifting from negative to positive states can be seen in the context of relationships. If you find yourself feeling resentment or frustration toward a loved one, it can be easy to get caught up in negative thoughts and emotions. However, by applying the principle of polarity, you can recognize that love and resentment are two ends of the same emotional spectrum. To transform your mental state, you can consciously focus on the positive qualities of the person you are feeling negatively toward. Reflecting on the love and appreciation you have for them can help shift your perspective, allowing you to approach the relationship with compassion and understanding rather than anger. The practice of gratitude is another powerful tool for mastering mental transmutation. When we focus on what we are grateful for, we elevate our emotional state and shift our perspective from lack to abundance. For instance, if you find yourself feeling dissatisfied with your job instead of fixating on the negatives, you can consciously choose to focus on the aspects of your work that you appreciate. Perhaps you enjoy the camaraderie of your colleagues or the opportunity to learn new skills. By shifting your focus to these positive elements, you can transform feelings of dissatisfaction into a sense of fulfillment and gratitude. To further illustrate the practical applications of the principle of polarity, consider the concept of emotional resilience. Life is filled with ups and downs, and our ability to navigate these fluctuations often depends on our mental state. When faced with challenges, it is easy to succumb to feelings of despair or hopelessness. However, by recognizing that these negative emotions are simply one end of the spectrum, we can consciously choose to focus on the lessons and growth opportunities that arise from adversity. This shift in perspective allows us to cultivate resilience, transforming setbacks into stepping stones for personal development. Encouraging viewers to master their mental transmutation involves emphasizing the importance of self-awareness and intentionality. The first step in this process is to cultivate awareness of your thoughts and emotions. By regularly checking in with yourself and observing your mental state, you can identify when you are leaning toward negative emotions. This awareness creates an opportunity for you to consciously choose to shift your focus and transform your mental state. Additionally, developing a toolkit of techniques for mental transmutation can be incredibly beneficial. Techniques such as mindfulness meditation, visualization, and positive affirmations can help you cultivate a more positive mindset. Mindfulness meditation allows you to observe your thoughts without judgment, creating space for transformation. Visualization techniques enable you to imagine positive outcomes and embody the emotions associated with those outcomes. Positive affirmations reinforce empowering beliefs and help shift your mental state toward positivity. Another effective strategy for mastering mental transmutation is to surround yourself with positive influences. The people we interact with, the media we consume, and the environments we inhabit all impact our mental states. By consciously choosing to engage with uplifting and inspiring content, you can elevate your vibrational frequency and foster a more positive mindset. Seek out relationships that encourage growth and positivity, and limit exposure to negativity that may drag you down. In conclusion, the principle of polarity teaches us that everything exists on a spectrum, and our mental states can be transformed through focus. By recognizing that negative emotions are simply one end of the spectrum, we can consciously choose to shift our focus toward more positive states. Practical applications of this principle include reframing negative thoughts, practicing gratitude, and cultivating emotional resilience. By mastering the art of mental transmutation, we empower ourselves to navigate life's challenges with grace and intention. As you embark on this journey of self-discovery, remember that you have the ability to transform your mental state and create a more fulfilling existence. Embrace the power of focus and watch as your life unfolds in beautiful and unexpected ways. The principle of rhythm is a fundamental concept in Hermetic philosophy that emphasizes the cyclical nature of existence and the inherent balance of forces in the universe. This principle teaches us that everything in life operates in cycles, from the changing seasons to the ebb and flow of our emotions. Understanding the principle of rhythm can profoundly impact how we navigate life's ups and downs, providing us with the tools to maintain balance and perspective amidst the inevitable fluctuations we encounter. At its core, the principle of rhythm asserts that all things rise and fall, move in and out, and have their own natural cycles. This cyclical nature is evident in various aspects of life. For instance, we experience the changing of the seasons, where spring brings renewal, summer offers abundance, autumn signifies harvest, and winter represents rest and reflection. Similarly, our lives are marked by cycles of growth, challenge, and transformation. Recognizing these rhythms allows us to appreciate the natural flow of life and understand that change is an inherent part of our existence. The balance of forces is another crucial aspect of the principle of rhythm. Just as there are periods of expansion and contraction in nature, our lives also reflect this dynamic. For example, we may experience times of great success and joy, followed by periods of struggle or introspection. This ebb and flow are not only natural but necessary for our growth and development. The challenges we face often serve as catalysts for personal transformation, pushing us to evolve and adapt. By embracing the cyclical nature of existence, we can cultivate a deeper understanding of ourselves and the world around us. Navigating life's ups and downs requires a mindful approach that acknowledges the rhythms at play. When we encounter challenges, it can be easy to feel overwhelmed or discouraged. However, by recognizing that these difficulties are part of a larger cycle, we can shift our perspective and approach them with resilience. For instance, during a challenging period, remind yourself that just as the tide recedes, it will eventually return. This understanding can provide comfort and reassurance, allowing us to weather the storms of life with greater ease. One effective strategy for navigating life's fluctuations is to cultivate emotional awareness. By paying attention to our feelings and recognizing when we are experiencing a low point, we can take proactive steps to support ourselves. This might involve engaging in self-care practices, seeking support from loved ones, or simply allowing ourselves to feel and process our emotions. Acknowledging our feelings without judgment creates space for healing and growth, enabling us to move through challenging times with grace. Additionally, maintaining a positive outlook amidst challenges is essential for navigating the cycles of life. While it is natural to experience negative emotions during difficult times, cultivating a positive mindset can help us shift our focus and find meaning in our experiences. One way to foster positivity is through gratitude. By consciously reflecting on the aspects of our lives that we appreciate, we can elevate our emotional state and create a sense of abundance, even in the face of adversity. Keeping a gratitude journal or sharing your appreciation with others can reinforce this practice and help shift your perspective. Another powerful tool for maintaining a positive outlook is visualization. By envisioning a positive outcome or imagining ourselves successfully navigating challenges, we can align our thoughts and emotions with the energy of our desires. Visualization allows us to tap into the power of our imagination, creating a mental picture of what we want to achieve. This practice not only boosts our confidence, but also helps us stay focused on our goals, even when faced with obstacles. Moreover, embracing the concept of impermanence can significantly impact our ability to maintain a positive outlook. Understanding that both good and bad times are temporary can help us cultivate resilience. When we recognize that challenges will eventually pass, we can approach them with a sense of curiosity and openness rather than fear. This perspective allows us to view difficulties as opportunities for growth and learning rather than insurmountable obstacles. As we explore the principle of rhythm, it is essential to remember that we have the power to influence our experience of these cycles. While we cannot control the external circumstances that arise, we can choose how we respond to them. By cultivating a mindset of acceptance and adaptability, we can navigate the ups and downs of life with greater ease. This involves recognizing that challenges are not inherently negative, but rather integral to our journey of growth and self-discovery. Encouraging viewers to maintain a positive outlook amidst challenges involves emphasizing the importance of self-compassion and resilience. It is crucial to be gentle with ourselves during difficult times, allowing space for our emotions while also reminding ourselves of our strength and capacity for growth. Engaging in practices that promote self-care, such as mindfulness, exercise, and creative expression, can help us cultivate resilience and maintain a positive mindset. In conclusion, the principle of rhythm teaches us about the cyclical nature of existence and the balance of forces that shape our lives. By understanding that life operates in cycles, we can navigate its ups and downs with greater awareness and intention. Embracing the rhythms of life allows us to cultivate resilience, emotional awareness, and a positive outlook, even amidst challenges. As you journey through the cycles of your own life, remember that each phase brings valuable lessons and opportunities for growth. By maintaining a sense of balance and perspective, you can navigate the ebb and flow of existence with grace and confidence, ultimately leading to a more fulfilling and harmonious life. Embrace the rhythms of life and trust that every cycle brings you closer to your true self and your highest potential. The principle of gender is a fundamental concept in Hermetic philosophy that emphasizes the existence of both masculine and feminine principles in all aspects of creation. This principle asserts that these two energies are not limited to biological sex, but are universal forces that manifest in various forms throughout the universe. Understanding the generative aspects of the principle of gender can provide valuable insights into the creative processes that shape our lives and the world around us. By exploring the interplay between these principles, we can cultivate balance and harmony in our creative endeavors. At its core, the masculine principle is often associated with qualities such as action, logic, assertiveness, and structure. It embodies the energy of creation that initiates and drives forward movement. This principle is characterized by a focus on goals, ambition, and the desire to manifest ideas into reality. In contrast, the feminine principle is associated with qualities such as intuition, receptivity, nurturing, and creativity. It embodies the energy of creation that allows for the gestation and nurturing of ideas, providing the fertile ground necessary for manifestation. Both principles are essential for creation, and their interplay is what brings ideas into fruition. The masculine principle provides the direction and drive needed to take action, while the feminine principle offers the nurturing and supportive environment that allows those actions to flourish. When these two energies are in balance, they create a harmonious dynamic that fosters creativity and manifestation. However, when one principle is overly dominant, it can lead to imbalance and hinder the creative process. For example, consider the process of bringing a project to life. The masculine energy may be responsible for setting goals, developing a plan, and taking decisive action. However, without the feminine energy to nurture the idea, provide emotional support, and allow for flexibility, the project may struggle to gain traction. Conversely, if the feminine energy is overly dominant, there may be a lack of direction and action, leading to stagnation. Therefore, achieving a balance between these principles is crucial for successful manifestation. To illustrate this balance, Let's consider the example of an artist creating a painting. The masculine principle may manifest in the artist's decision to choose a subject, select colors, and apply brushstrokes with intention. This assertive action drives the creative process forward. However, the feminine principle plays an equally important role in the artist's ability to connect with their intuition, allowing inspiration to flow and guiding the creative choices made throughout the process. When the artist is able to harmonize these energies, the result is a work of art that resonates deeply with both the creator and the audience. In our daily lives, we can apply the principle of gender by recognizing the masculine and feminine energies within ourselves and our creative processes. This awareness allows us to cultivate a more balanced approach to our endeavors. For instance, if you are working on a project, take time to set clear goals and take decisive action, masculine energy, while also allowing space for reflection, intuition, and adaptability, feminine energy. This balance can lead to more fulfilling and successful outcomes. Encouraging viewers to cultivate care in their creative processes involves emphasizing the importance of nurturing both the masculine and feminine aspects of creativity. This means being mindful of how we approach our projects and recognizing when we may be leaning too heavily on one principle over the other. Here are some practical strategies to help cultivate this balance. 1. Set intentions. Begin your creative process by setting clear intentions for what you want to achieve. This aligns with the masculine principle of direction and focus. However, also take time to connect with your intuition and allow for flexibility in how those intentions may unfold. But 2. Create a supportive environment. Just as the feminine principle nurtures growth, create an environment that supports your creativity. This could involve organizing your workspace, surrounding yourself with inspiring materials, or engaging in practices that promote emotional well-being. 3. Practice mindfulness. Incorporate mindfulness practices into your creative routine. This allows you to connect with your inner self and tap into your intuition, fostering the feminine energy that nurtures creativity. Mindfulness can help you become more aware of your thoughts and feelings, enabling you to navigate challenges with greater ease. 4. Embrace collaboration. Recognize that collaboration can enhance the balance between masculine and feminine energies. Working with others allows for the exchange of ideas and perspectives, fostering a creative environment that nurtures both action and intuition. 5. Allow for reflection. After completing a project, take time to reflect on the process. Consider what worked well and what could be improved. This reflective practice aligns with the feminine principle of introspection and can lead to deeper insights for future endeavors. 6. Celebrate your creations. Acknowledge and celebrate your creative achievements, no matter how small. This practice reinforces the importance of nurturing your creations and recognizing the effort that went into bringing them to life. 7. Stay open to change. Creativity often involves unexpected twists and turns. Embrace the feminine energy of adaptability by remaining open to change and allowing your creative process to evolve naturally. This flexibility can lead to new and exciting outcomes. In conclusion, the principle of gender highlights the generative aspects of both masculine and feminine energies in creation. By understanding the interplay between these principles, we can cultivate balance and harmony in our creative processes. Recognizing the importance of both action and intuition allows us to navigate our endeavors with greater awareness and intention. As you embark on your creative journey, remember to nurture both the masculine and feminine aspects within yourself. By doing so, you can create a more fulfilling and harmonious experience, leading to manifestations that resonate deeply with your true self. Embrace the power of balance and watch as your creative potential unfolds in beautiful and transformative ways. The law of cause and effect, often referred to as the principle of causation, is a fundamental concept in Hermetic philosophy that asserts that every action has a corresponding consequence. This principle emphasizes that nothing happens by chance. Rather, Every event is the result of a specific cause. Understanding this law can profoundly impact how we perceive our lives and the world around us, as it highlights the interconnectedness of our actions and the consequences they produce. By exploring the implications of the law of cause and effect, we can cultivate a greater sense of personal responsibility and awareness in shaping our reality. At its core, the law of cause and effect teaches us that every action we take, whether it be a thought, word, or deed, creates a ripple effect that influences our lives and the lives of others. This means that our choices, no matter how small, contribute to the larger tapestry of existence. For instance, a simple act of kindness can create a positive chain reaction, inspiring others to pay it forward. Conversely, negative actions can lead to harmful consequences, perpetuating cycles of negativity and conflict. This understanding encourages us to be mindful of our actions and their potential impact on ourselves and those around us. The implications of the law of cause and effect extend beyond individual actions. They also encompass the broader context of our lives. Our beliefs, attitudes, and intentions serve as the foundation for our actions, ultimately shaping our experiences. For example, if we approach life with a mindset of abundance and positivity, we are more likely to take actions that align with those beliefs, leading to positive outcomes. On the other hand, if we harbor limiting beliefs or negative attitudes, our actions may reflect that mindset, resulting in experiences that reinforce those beliefs. This highlights the importance of self-awareness and intentionality in our choices, as they directly influence the reality we create. Personal responsibility is a crucial aspect of the law of cause and effect. Recognizing that our actions have consequences empowers us to take ownership of our lives and the outcomes we experience. This means acknowledging that we are not merely victims of circumstance, but active participants in shaping our reality. When we embrace personal responsibility, we can make conscious choices that align with our values and aspirations, ultimately leading to a more fulfilling life. For instance, consider the impact of our relationships. If we consistently engage in negative behaviors, such as criticism or blame, we may find ourselves in conflict with others. However, by taking responsibility for our actions and choosing to communicate with kindness and understanding, we can foster healthier relationships. This shift not only improves our interactions, but also creates a more positive environment for ourselves and those around us. By recognizing the role we play in our relationships, we can cultivate deeper connections and create a supportive network that enhances our well-being. Encouraging viewers to reflect on their past actions and their current effects is an essential part of understanding the law of cause and effect. Taking time to examine our choices and their consequences can provide valuable insights into our lives. This reflective practice allows us to identify patterns and behaviors that may be serving us well or hindering our growth. By understanding the relationship between our past actions and present circumstances, we can make more informed decisions moving forward. One effective way to engage in this reflection is through journaling. Writing about our experiences, thoughts, and feelings can help us gain clarity on the choices we've made and their outcomes. As we reflect on our past, we can identify moments where our actions led to positive results, as well as instances where we may have missed the mark. This process of self-examination fosters a deeper understanding of ourselves and our motivations, enabling us to make more conscious choices in the future. Additionally, seeking feedback from trusted friends or mentors can provide valuable perspectives on our actions and their effects. Engaging in open and honest conversations can help us gain insights into how our behaviors impact others and the dynamics of our relationships. This feedback can serve as a catalyst for growth, encouraging us to take responsibility for our actions and make necessary adjustments. As we explore the law of cause and effect, it is essential to recognize that while we cannot control every circumstance in our lives, we do have the power to influence our responses and choices. This understanding empowers us to approach challenges with a sense of agency and resilience. Instead of feeling overwhelmed by external factors, we can focus on how we respond to those challenges, recognizing that our reactions will shape the outcomes we experience. Moreover, cultivating a mindset of growth and learning can enhance our ability to navigate the consequences of our actions. When we view challenges as opportunities for growth, we can embrace the lessons they offer and use them to inform our future choices. This perspective fosters resilience and adaptability, allowing us to respond to life's ups and downs with greater ease. In conclusion, the law of cause and effect teaches us that every action has consequences, and understanding this principle can profoundly impact our lives. By recognizing the interconnectedness of our actions and their outcomes, we can cultivate a greater sense of personal responsibility in shaping our reality. Reflecting on our past actions and their current effects allows us to gain valuable insights into our choices and behaviors, empowering us to make more conscious decisions moving forward. As you navigate your journey, remember that you have the power to influence your reality through your actions. Embrace the law of cause and effect and use it as a guiding principle to create a life that aligns with your values and aspirations. By taking ownership of your choices, you can cultivate a more fulfilling and meaningful existence, ultimately contributing to the greater tapestry of life in positive and transformative ways. In this video, we have explored the profound insights offered by the Hermetic principles, which serve as a guiding framework for understanding the universe and our place within it. These principles, rooted in ancient wisdom, provide valuable teachings that can empower us to navigate our lives with greater awareness and intention. As we summarize the key points discussed, let's reflect on the essential takeaways from each principle and how they can be applied in our daily lives. First, we delved into the Har principle of mentalism, which asserts that the all is mind. This principle emphasizes that the universe is fundamentally a mental creation, highlighting the power of our thoughts in shaping our reality. The key takeaway here is that our mental states directly influence our experiences. By cultivating a positive mindset and being mindful of our thoughts, we can manifest the outcomes we desire. Next, we explored the principle of correspondence, encapsulated in the maxim, "as above, so below." This principle teaches us that there is a connection between the macrocosm and the microcosm, meaning that the patterns observed in the universe are reflected in our individual lives. The significance of this principle lies in its ability to foster a sense of unity and interconnectedness. By recognizing these correspondences, we can gain deeper insights into our experiences and the world around us. We then examined the Ba principle of vibration, which asserts that everything in the universe is in constant motion and vibrates at its own frequency. This principle highlights the importance of our vibrational states and how they influence our reality. The key takeaway is that by elevating our vibrational frequency through positive thoughts and emotions, we can attract experiences that align with our desires. Following this, we discussed the principle of polarity, which teaches us that everything has its pair of opposites, and these opposites are actually the same thing, differing only in degree. This principle encourages us to recognize that we have the power to shift our mental states from negative to positive. By embracing this understanding, we can cultivate resilience and navigate challenges with greater ease. The Soulless principle of rhythm was another key focus, emphasizing the cyclical nature of existence and the balance of forces in our lives. This principle teaches us that life operates in cycles, and understanding these rhythms can help us navigate the ups and downs we encounter. The takeaway here is to maintain a positive outlook amidst challenges, recognizing that both good and bad times are temporary and part of the natural flow of life. We also explored the principle of cause and effect, which asserts that every action has a corresponding consequence. This principle emphasizes the importance of personal responsibility in shaping our reality. By reflecting on our past actions and their current effects, we can make more informed choices moving forward, ultimately creating a life that aligns with our values and aspirations. Finally, we discussed the Quote, principle of gender Ausbeintrain, which highlights the generative aspects of both masculine and feminine energies in creation. This principle teaches us that achieving balance between these energies is essential for successful manifestation. By nurturing both the masculine and feminine aspects within ourselves, we can cultivate a more harmonious and fulfilling creative process. As we conclude our exploration of the Hermetic principles, it is essential to emphasize the importance of applying these teachings in our daily lives. Each principle offers valuable insights that can enhance our self-awareness, empower our choices, and foster a deeper understanding of our interconnectedness with the universe. By integrating these principles into our routines, we can cultivate a more intentional and fulfilling existence. I encourage you to take some time to reflect on how these principles resonate with your own experiences. Consider how you can apply the teachings of mentalism, correspondence, vibration, polarity, rhythm, cause and effect, and gender in your daily life. Whether it's through cultivating a positive mindset, embracing the cycles of life, or taking responsibility for your actions, these principles can serve as powerful tools for personal growth and transformation. If you found this video insightful and would like to continue exploring the Hermetic principles and their applications, I invite you to subscribe to our channel. By subscribing, you'll stay updated on future content that delves deeper into these teachings and offers practical guidance for integrating them into your life. Additionally, if you enjoyed this video, please take a moment to like and share it with others who may benefit from these insights. Sharing knowledge is a powerful way to contribute to the collective understanding of these timeless principles. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the Hermetic principles. We hope that the insights shared in this video inspire you to embrace these teachings and apply them in your life. Remember, the wisdom of the Hermetic tradition is not just a relic of the past. It is a living philosophy that can guide us toward greater awareness, empowerment, and harmony in our lives. Let's continue to explore these profound teachings together, and may they illuminate your path as you navigate the complexities of existence.